Florida is wearing white, Missouri in black. Josh Gray will jump center against Ruben Chinyelu. Underway, and the Gators will control.
Ravi, that's a big hit to Missouri. That's the second leading scorer.
Yeah.
And he also draws about 7 fouls per 40 minutes. Mark Mitchell, that's a big loss in Missouri right now.
That's a good start. 3 ball falls for Will Richard. As you take a look at their starting 5, Condon backed up by Micah Handlockton, who literally a year ago had that terrible ankle injury on this floor. Another 3
far in this game. Those guards are so good, and they're a hard scout because they can do a little bit of everything. And when Will Richard is a fearless shooter, he will take some shots you think, is that in rhythm? But boy, he sure makes them at a high clip. That step back ability by Will Richard, Walter Clayton Jr. for this team in white.
Caleb Grill comes into the game for the first time. That's the guy they said they got to keep their eyes on. Richard feeling it right now. Knocking down another. He's got 8, and Caleb Grill is hobbling right now, which is a nightmare scenario for Missouri. Clayton trying to blow that screen up as Perkins has it. There's a dunk. Wow, out of nowhere. And they get a whistle and a foul. Trent Pierce flew in and landed that plane.
Off with some back cuts and some hard drives. Just a lot of white jerseys around the ball, and just a little bit of an opening for Pierce, who's a 6'10 guard. A very skilled kid, man, but a tight pocket pass from Perkins. There wasn't a lot of room.
Now absorb the first blow and can get themselves back into this thing. Condon, terrific handle. And Martin's 3 finds the bottom. They are just a red. Pierce.
Elijah Martin, he actually played the 4 a lot of minutes at Florida Atlantic. He's 6'2", but he is rugged, but a beautiful stroke as well.
Depth and the quality of it. Backdoor move. Martin spins in there, lost the ball. It's recovered by Chinyelu, and 2 more.
Florida is carving up that Missouri defense to start this game.
Pass down low. Perkins takes it into traffic, throws it up and in. Florida Gators 5 of 6 from the Florida start. There's a first turnover for Florida. And a run out for Grill. Good pass that time by Grill. He finds Pierce. Awful time last year. He's huge, too. He's 7'1", 255 as they've gone to their bench. Brought on Aberdeen, who hits his first shot. And the 2 guys up front, Handlockton and Hauk. Backcourt players back.
Aberdeen's a kid that close to 2,000 players last year, Ravi, went 6'5", and he found his groove last year in this SEC tournament, kind of jumped out in front of everybody. 20 points against A&M.
An awful lot of dribbling, but it ended up in a layup for Perkins. And as Jim mentioned it too, the combination of offense and defense, they're top 10 nationally. The only 2 other programs that can say the same, Duke and Houston. Long 3, Clayton Jr. And this team is 7 of 9 from the floor.
But if it's passive, will not work. Now that is a passive zone. They're just trying to get organized. This, the first possession they played with it, but I mean, you cannot dare Walter Clayton Jr. to shoot it from the logo. I mean, you can, but he's going to stick it at a high rate.
Against Kentucky. Pierce sees the baseline, goes reverse. Handlockton was there to deny. Pierce fights for it and throws it down. Clayton lets left open, and that's another 3. That's too much of a window for Walter Clayton. They are 5 of 5 from 3-point land.
But still, Florida 1.8 points per possession so far in this game. That is a crazy high number.
Bates absorbs the contact and gets it to go, and here comes Florida. Clayton Jr. Oh, what a move! An old hokey dokey to the rack.
That is what a first-team All-American looks like. I mean, he brings this thing with speed, and Missouri thinks, okay, we stopped the ball. No, you did not. And just a blow-by from Clayton past Gray. Chomp, chomp. Walter Clayton leads him with 10 points early.
And here we go again. 5 seconds, 30 feet away from the basket. Chinyelu in the corner. That is the 3. That drops. They gave a little bit too much space.
Yep.
Step back 3 in the bottom for Bates. He can do that. Now it's a 7-point game.
And gets to the rim, so be it. But if you allow them to get separation and get twisted up and gamble it all. Guys like Tamar Bates and Grill will make you pay for that gamble against teams predicted to be in that NCAA tournament. They are no joke.
That big body down low, throws it up and in. It's a little too small. He was right there. Perhaps those tall hands affect that shot. Here's a turnover. Here's Grill. Condon hustles back. He will not get there. Great effort by Grill. It's down to 4. Alley-oop, Martin. Boy, that's how to answer. He found Hauk.
Yeah,
the fans are all standing for each possession. That's how you quiet it down. Another 3. He's got a handful already.
even for the Gators.
Barrett one-on-one against an unbelievable defender in Martin, and he's forced to throw up that shot. Barrett. And it finds the bottom, Molly. Hit by his own player. Fires up a fadeaway, no good, and watch Florida run. Hauk. He got fouled, and he's gonna have a chance for 3. And Hauk's too strong to do that.
Well, how good and how fast is Florida in transition? That's just so important in this game both ways. You cannot have any buddy jogs from one end to the other.
There's another rip and another run. Clayton Jr. Oh, wow! Did he get up?
The first team All-American, the first one in Florida basketball history. But again, the rip and runs by Florida, and watch this pass. And you're talking about a 6'2" guard, just got his head up around the rim. And Florida, it's
up an air ball on a layup, which will result in hand locked and tapping it back in.
I'm so impressed with how physical Florida is at the rim. Even Will Richard on the miss, man, just went right into the chest of a big defender.
Robinson, that's a great job by Gray to screen. Florida does have 9 turnovers in this game. What a bad athletic effort.
Ravi, what a cut, though, by Elijah Martin from that offside corner to win an SEC tournament title. This is what I'm talking about. Walter Clayton Jr. actually, I think he felt Martin coming as much as saw him. That's guys just being on the same page. Played a lot of
percent, though, and making all those threes. It's only an 11-point lead.
Yeah.
And now it's 9.
That's on Florida. They never got matched up at all.
And off the miss, Clayton back on the floor. Into the paint fadeaway. He is absolutely feeling it right now. Caleb Grill, 1 of 5 from the floor. Bates takes Condon. That's a pretty play for a lefty. That'll full court pressure.
You're not playing hard enough, and you're not playing well enough. And he has responded beautifully, just like Mark Sears did for Bama.
Yeah, there's 17 points now for Clayton. 6 of 7 and 3 of 3. Robinson pushes Clapshar away, takes it and makes it.
The all-defensive team, and he just knocks Clapshar just right off the path and continues to seek that rim. And Clapshar's a block. Alabama tracks the same thing. It'll be a very similar feel in our next game, Alabama and Kentucky.
Bates pulls up, no, follows yes off the window. You say Perkins is solid. His body, too, 6'4", 200 pounds. Down low, Chinyelu. He gets doubled by Gray from behind. That's a tough shot.
Those are the 2 things he knows can go wrong with his jump shot.
Yeah, 3 of 17 this week. Bates fade away, good, and a foul on Hauk, a chance for 3.
Those are incredible numbers. If that continues, he'll be the first at Missouri to have a 50, 40, 90 season. And Todd Golden does not like. Can you take Clayton out of the game in the second half? Because that's the one dude that's putting it on us.
Elijah Martin hard to the baseline. Reverse. Oh, what a play. Elijah Martin.
This is the guy that just plays right through contact. And a lot of it has to do, Ravi, with, he was a stud as a football player at Summit, Mississippi, North Pike.
For teams watching around the country who see how impressive they are, Robinson sees a lane and throws it down. High screen, Chinyelu. They switch off. Richard gets it down low. Chinyelu, that's such a clutch, difficult shot.
Just a pressure release pass that time.
Hauk got fouled. He is so strong. He's got a chance for 3. Grill finally gets one to go from way outside. Very physical defense against Clayton. Robinson picked him. That's another turnover and a 2-on-1. And a layup is good.
His guards, it did not sink in yet. They are being sped up by this Missouri team, and the turnovers are showing.
There's your release valve right there. Mike got hand locked in on a good pass from Elijah Martin. How about that rebound by Robinson in front of Handlock?
Good ball pressure by Missouri to take away the high-low look that Florida was trying to get.
Perkins, a little jumper, it goes.
You can see that cramps are an issue for Clayton Jr.
It's like a left hamstring issue for him as Martin has the ball. He drives, that's really strong. He's not going to be denied there.
Hand help only will not deter Martin from where he wants to go. You got to have full body gap help on that guy when he drives that ball.
Perkins finds the big fella and he throws it down. Peyton Marshall. Robinson deep in the paint, throws it up, soft touch. Right by Gray goes Aberdeen. He continues to work his way deep into the paint. And he does just what you said, just throw it up there. They have a height advantage. They kick it to a Clashar three. Perkins trying to use his size against Aberdeen. Good ball fake by Robinson. Pretty play.
Boy, he has played well, right? A couple of times on those baseline out of bounds under with that zone look.
Backdoor move. Pretty play. Condon with the pass to Martin. Out came out of nowhere to grab it and got rid of it before he crashed to the ground. Alley-oop time. Richard finds Martin. Timeout on the floor.
They can just explode. This time it's Will Richard with that speed to push, and Elijah Martin, his buddy, running the left side.
Great block there by Condon. He wants to go up again. It's loose. He will go up again, and he this time commits the foul. What an effort by Cruz. And that's going to be a challenge now for Houck. They go inside, and Bates a spin move on Clayton for two.
Walker Clayton just got whipped. The
Tigers, can they get that key stop? It's down to 5. Houck double team, finds his buddy Condon.
With one another. This is the inside pass, and Houck delivers it right on the money for Condon.
Robinson, but they are focused on getting Clayton down deep, and he came up short. Perkins, pretty play there to avoid Condon.
High-low.
Yes, and it works beautifully to Condon, and he's there. Houck and Condon on the same page.
For Missouri in this game.
Houck will say, I'll shoot it. A little off. Look who's there for the rebound. Condon, and an easy two.
Again, punishing Missouri for playing small. Man, Florida can just push the gas pedal down when they want to, can they not?
Yeah, and Grill. Ooh, man, that's a logo 3.
In your grill.
And they will get another 20. Martin, splash.
What are you going to do, huh?
Baseline noise. Oh, that's Will Richard who saw the lane and took advantage of it.
You can't take his game away anymore, and Caleb Grill just not a good defensive closeout at all. Gets that right foot.
This is just a case of they just don't have the size or muscle to match the Gators down low. They don't have it.
And even Todd Golden does the "you're too small for." We've got this basketball game in our back pocket. Solidly in that NCAA tournament.
That didn't go as well as Richard would have hoped. He would have liked to see that thing above the rim. But yeah, for Dennis Gates, this was a massive step forward off a year in which they didn't win a game in conference. And they're going to be trouble, Jimmy, for a team in the NCAA tournament. They are so unique in it.
With the season ticket holders, so they do all they can to get in here to see their beloved Wildcats, and there will be a roar when they come into that tunnel to warm up.
Well, Missouri's Happy Sanchez got a free throw to go through, but in the end, it's Todd Golden's team with the 95-point effort and a dominant outing by the two guys, Alex Condon and Thomas Houck down low. Florida is a real threat to win the SEC tournament and the NCAA tournament. 20-10 run to close this one out, with Alabama and Kentucky on deck next.